We all know the latest pack, Sprites of Miracle and Master Duel, is one of the most powerful packs ever released. We know Sprite, we know Punk, we know Exosister, but what if I told you there's one more card in this pack that people are currently overlooking? Instant Contact. Now before I hype up you hero fans out there, we are not playing this in a hero deck, I'm so sorry. We are playing this in a Sprite deck, of course. Why the fuck would you think it would be anything else? Of course it's Sprite, it's all Sprite. Master Duel is now Sprite. The ladder will be Runic Sprite, Life Twin Sprite, maybe Brave Sprite, like I cooked up, check out the previous video. And this time, I'm gonna make Copium Sprite with Instant Contact. So this list is far from finished, this is not a deck profile, I just want to show you the power of Instant Contact inside the current format. So why is Instant Contact any good? Basically, ignore everything it says about heroes and just say special summon one level 7 or lower. That's it. Just special summon a level 7 or lower. This level 7 we're gonna special either Flare Neos or Aqua Neos, because this is basically saying I'm a level 7 extender. Now we're gonna overlay that with a Danger Nessie, or if we're truly coping, with a Griffin Rider, and if you have the UR material, maybe an Illegal Knight or something like that, those together will create Draco Sack. Then Draco Sack will make Cherubini, then Cherubini will send Carboneddon to the graveyard, and then Carboneddon will turn into Galaxy Serpent. Then Galaxy Serpent will overlay with Cherubini to make a Gigantic Sprite to make your Sprite combo, and now you have Sprite combo but you still have your Draco Sack. That's right, that is the Copium. Instant Contact is just a level 7 extender and nothing else. Let's check out what that looks like. Alright, so like I said, don't just blindly copy this deck, this is just to show you how Instant Contact gives you access to the full Sprite combo without necessarily using your normal summon. This means if you use the Brave engine, you won't be locked in any way, and if Kashtira comes out, this is also going to be a great level 7 extender. So let me show you. Instant Contact activates, then we're going to chain our Wandering Griffin Rider because we do want that on the field. We're not gonna, take risks with Nessie or anything like that. So we're going to special summon our Wandering Griffin Rider. Then Instant Contact specials out our Aqua Neos. Now we can overlay these into Draco Sack, and Draco Sack will allow us to create 2 tokens after the summon. What a beautiful animation, holy shit. Okay, then we activate the Draco Sack. We're going to special summon tokens. Yep. So we're going to special summon 1 and 2. Then we're going to make a Cherubini. Again, ideally, you also have the whole Brave token set up on top of this, which is even more crazy. We have our Cherubini right here. This will then send our Carboneddon from the deck to the graveyard. Also, if you already have Sprite access, this can then also turn on your Brave engine this way. So you really have like multiple ways to reach every combo. Okay. Then we're going to activate Carboneddon in the graveyard to get ourselves our Galaxy Serpent from our deck. There is the little guy. Yup. Now we can overlay for Gigantic Sprite. And again, if you have Brave set up already before doing any of that, you now also are immune to Nibiru, which is of course very good. Because right now, if you don't have Brave set up, you're playing straight into Nibiru. So we have our Gigantic Sprite. Then we're going to activate Gigantic Sprite, detaching material from him. Let's detach the Galaxy Serpent so that Gigantic stays huge. Then we get our special summon Blue. Then Blue activates. We get our Jet. Now, important distinction you want to make here is that you can use your Draco Sack as an interrupt, but you can also use him just as more material to link off here. So let's go for starter. So if you're like, oh, I want to interrupt, cool. But if you don't, like for example, let's just use him as a material here. We can actually make a much bigger board thanks to him existing, because we can overlay Jet and Blue for a Jhin. There he is, beautiful little Jhin. And then we can make Elf out of the Gigantic and the Draco Sack. So that extra body you usually wouldn't have. So we get our Sprite Elf right here. Next, we will activate Sprite Starter to get our Sprite Red into the mix, which is 1 more negate. And then let's activate Sprite Elf to get back a Galaxy Serpent, because that will be the tribute for red. So just like that is with the 2 cards, creating this field, which is 2 monster negates, and our Elf, which will then give us follow-up. Again, ideally, we have better level 7 extenders, like this time I used Griffin Rider. This combo is particularly good when we already have Brave set up, because otherwise you couldn't do something like Nimble Beaver. But again, Instant Contact, I think, is going to be much better once we get the Kashtira cards, which is going to be, a few sets from now, because that's when you really are starting to hurt for some level 7 extension, as well as potential other ban list hits and so forth, like we saw in the TCG recently. So that is all for today. Hope you found this interesting. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.